Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Oh boy, was that great. Oh, what a great little sequence there. I definitely like that. Hey peeps, it's Tripl-L, and I'm here to talk to you about My Hero Academia episode 13, the season finale. We got confirmation for a second season, so all hope is not lost. But yeah, if you guys notice anything kind of funky in my audio, I apologize. My microphone malfunctioned, and right now I'm dealing with the aftermath of that. And I want to just thank you for watching the video. It is pretty late. The episode came out on Sunday. It's now Wednesday. Sorry about that. It's just I did not have that much time to actually sit down to watch the episodes. I was doing other things. So really apologies for the people that wait for these ones. Anyway, let's just get down into the episode. For a season finale, this episode leaves off on less of a cliffhanger and more of a nice resolution for the characters. So this episode did a lot of things. The first half in particular was really good at reminding us that they're still in danger even though All Might got rid of the biggest threat. And the rest of the episode also gave us pretty nice little moments, like when all the heroes come in to beat up Shigaraki. When Shigaraki goes back to the bad guy behind the bad guy, we see the condition of all the students afterward. We see like them all walking off into the day. And we get introduced to the police force and one of All Might's friends. So overall, this episode had a lot. The first half was pretty much just dealing with the climax, and the music during that moment was great when all the heroes came in. Just really great stuff, and the music was on point, like I said. So that whole sequence for the first half was great. It was pretty much wrapping up the villain attack, and then the second half was pretty much dealing with the aftermath of everything. We got to see the police, we got to see where everyone stands after the point, and now the kids at least are walking away with this new sense of appreciation or danger for the world of adults, or the world that the adults find themselves in. And I just want to say in regards to that, it's very striking. The moment that you see Shigaraki getting shot, which, man, was excellent. It was absolutely excellent. That every time he got shot was great. And when he fell to the ground, because the guy, I think his name is Snipe, when he shot him in all the limbs. And I actually want to point that out. The heroes show restraint in this particular episode, especially with the guy who was shooting everyone. Because if you notice, he shot for the limbs. At no point did he try to take a life, because that's not what heroing is about. It's really about capturing these people and making them face justice. That hero coming in and all the heroes coming in and making a difference was great. So the first half is really just an excellent display of heroics, and it's not as climactic, but having all the heroes there makes up for it. The second half was much more lighthearted, and you can see it with the jokes that were going on. The jokes about Todoroki almost freezing the invisible girl, the tail guy thinking he was alone, and props to the tail guy, he was using guerrilla tactics to like try and beat all of his enemies, and it seems like he succeeded, right? And then we all, of course, get the moments with Izuku and All Might, which are very heartwarming, and it's nice to see that All Might has more friends. Overall, let's see, any other moments that I thought were really good in this episode? Well, seeing Shigaraki's tick where he's scratching his neck and seeing how it's all caught up, that's interesting. That's an interesting characterization. And I guess back in the first half, talking about All Might's bluff, his bluff was excellent, and seeing Deku rush in with broken legs, the animation for his broken legs are just great. I feel so bad for the boy. I don't feel this was a very climactic ending. It's more of like just a resolution that the characters are okay and now they're fundamentally changed for next season. And actually, now I'm just going to move into talking about the series as a whole for this anime season. You know, it really reminds me that what I thought about Boku no Hero Academia or My Hero Academia, and that's the beginning is its weakest part. Honestly, the beginning is weak in comparison to everything else that happens after this point. It's weak because the author has to introduce all these characters. Some of the character concepts are still a bit early in their development, so things kind of just stand out a bit more, or they're a bit more jarring. The pacing is also odd in a way. Like the villain thing just really does come out of nowhere. But you could argue, well, that's just how it happens, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just in comparison to how everything happened later on in the manga, everything else after this point is much better. It's much better, way better executed. the dramatic points come way faster. So I'm actually really excited for the second season of My Hero Academia. I'm not really sure when it's coming out, but I'm assuming it's going to be out within 3 anime seasons. But I'm actually very excited, and we get to see a character who is pretty much a pivotal point in My Hero Academia. And we got to see I think a preview of it at some point in like the end of the episode. I've seen the trailer preview for season 2. Regardless, season 2 is going to be pretty exciting, and this is where the characters really come into their own. Meanwhile, with this first half of season, in terms of the anime adaptation, well, the studio did add in more content and really filled out some places. The pacing sometimes is a bit slow for my liking, but that's because of the original material. But overall, one thing I think they did absolutely great though was the music. I almost always praise the music. The music, even in this episode when all the heroes were going in, was great. I just felt, wow, this is great. It really got me excited. That's all I can really say about the music. But yeah, peeps, sorry for the disorganized presentation here. I'm kind of just a little bit frazzled about my microphone breaking and just general busyness for the next... Well, just today, because after today, I'm pretty much a little bit more free. Anywho, peeps, I enjoyed this episode. It was really fun. In terms of awesome epic action, it was last episode. This episode, like I said, is Resolution. Overall, I very much enjoyed watching the series. I think I will stand my ground on saying that Boku no Hero Academia's, or My Hero Academia's, first couple of arcs, up to this point, are the weakest arcs because of what had to be done in the beginning, and the author kind of found his groove later on, and that kind of stands out here for me. I just think between pacing and just how things come about, it could have been better, but that's a small complaint. Otherwise, I'm very excited for season 2, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode because it is a good episode. Let's see, are there any other little moments that I want to talk about? Oh, I thought it was goofy, Ida, when he came back. I mean, if he had time to declare that he's back, I mean, that's just an anime thing. I'm just nitpicking. Other things that I liked, I just overall enjoyed the episode. Anyway, peeps, let me know what you think. Leave comments down below. And until next time, have a good day.